And welcome aboard. It's time for another Discovery Marathon. Ahoy, welcome. This time I called it the Master Mix. I'm not sure if that's going to be true. But it's a catchy title, right? I picked quite some games that I think are very interesting. We're going to start with Pyre. The subtitle on the title screen was unique and awesome, right? And I think most of the games I picked at least are either unique or awesome. Hopefully none of them is none of the above. Hey Wolfsoul, welcome, good to see you. Let me know if the volume is off, because after the GOG stream I'm still a bit, I don't know, I'm still working on the volume settings and such. How are you, Wolfsoul? Good to have you aboard on this weekend. It's the weekend, yay! Oh, it's not even Friday anymore, right? I kind of lost track of things. That was too exciting yesterday. That was way too exciting. So today we shall have excitement of a different kind. I think the volume is a bit high. Oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. There's a link on the Discord. I think you can still watch the video. It was just some Grim Dawn, right? But I appreciate that you wanted to be there. Let's just don't feel bad about it.
From the plains that sleep below.
That's background music.
Canyons open wide.
A pleasant evening, no? A
The
pleasant
narrator is awesome.
evening, no? A pleasant evening, no?
No?
Fine evening, is it not?
On the hill and in the valley, where the weeds
Okay, I think we got it. Options. Yes, controls. We'll learn about that. And now we're here. Hey Neo, welcome. Good to see you. Thanks for the follow, man. I appreciate it. Ahoy. I thought you already followed. At some point. Ah, sorry. I'm confused. That's the default mode. How are you holding up, Neo? Having a look at Pyre today as our first. This time I will reveal the playlist to you. Yeah, me too. Sometimes it seems that Twitch unfollows channels. Like with my account, I lose a follow to a certain channel and I don't know why. It's weird. It's so weird. But I appreciate that you're here, man. Thank you. Now we're gonna start a new profile. Oh, is that... New profile means all the settings are different? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That's not a good idea. Reset the progress then. That is weird, right? The audio settings shouldn't be linked to the campaign profile there. It's just... So we're gonna play in standard. Men's. Let's have a look what Pyre is all about. Ooh. There you go. Have a cup of coffee. Is that someone down in the, let's hope it's water. Oh, okay, I'm blocking some of the text. Well, I can sit on top of it, like so. You're a trusty narrator. Sit here. Oh no, that's not going to work out. I don't like it if games are taking up all the space on the screen. I can be here. Tiny Nemo. Your days in the downside brought slow, lonesome agony. Oh, that's a fun start. Now, as you lie yielding to the elements, something rumbles into view. 3 shapes emerge, each clad in strange attire. Move your cursor here. The downside, a vast purgatory into which the Commonwealth casts its convicts and its enemies. None have been known to return from the Forsaken Land. So I'm an outcast, convict, or an enemy of the Commonwealth, or all of the above.
Vitalius.
A masked woman. Ah, another piece of filth expelled from the Commonwealth. Hey Sabaton, welcome. Good to see you. Hoi. The Commonwealth, a proud country risen from ashes of a fallen empire. Home to a multitude of ethnic groups. Founded on principles of mercy and kinship whose exact meanings evolved through many centuries. Ah. Like music. Yeah, apparently. Can't have that. A masked something. See, right on schedule. What I tell you? You told us we would find someone alive. Someday. I said we'd find someone alive someday. Just not today, I guess. But don't be glum. You know I see you frowning underneath that mask. Looks like he's breathing. The third person. The masked wanderers presume you are male. Interact to change this. Okay. Let's go for they. Cool options. It seems they still are. Then stand aside. I shall send them to a better place. Better place? Name me a single better place than this. Hang on. The markings on their rags. I think they are one of them. But look at them. They're beyond our help, and we're beyond theirs. Aw. Broken, shaking, starving, probably diseased. Yeah. Good luck with that there, chum. See you back at the wagon. Indeed. The day grows dim. You have at best an hour. Understood. I won't be long. After the others leave, the man turns toward you and begins unfastening his mask. Face reveal! Hello, my friend. Don't care who you are or what you did. None of that matters anymore. All of us, we are equal nothings here. Interesting. I suspected something else under the mask. You're parched and he gives you a drink. You ache and he binds your wounds. You hunger and he gives you food. Little by little, it helps. There. Turns out you're tougher than you look. Name's Edwin. Now, come on. One of the 3 masked wanderers who found you clinging to life in the downside. Oh, he looks nice. You sense no ill intent as he helps you up and leads you to an old black wagon, nothing like the stately vessels that paraded Commonwealth criminals through Alabaster Straits. Oh, this button looks different, no? Ah, change of location. Edwin beckons you to enter the black wagon. Let's step inside. The weather-beaten wagon is as much a mess inside as out. You see the masked woman and the talkative creature taking stock of ancient-looking books. I'm back! And with a guest. He loosens the clasps on her mask. Oh, she really has horns, okay. You may call me Jodario. He is the most imposing of the 3 masked wanderers who found you clinging to life. And as for myself, the small one struggles with his masks. Jodario soon assists him. Ow! Bad dog. That is to say, you may regard me by the name of a Rookie Greentail. He's the smallest yet loudest of the 3 masked wanderers who found you clinging to life. Such pleasantries out of the way. The horned woman then motions to the others. She glances at you sidelong as she speaks.
Tereso,
Can they do it?
Salah Haladium.
Hope so. Haven't asked them yet.
Muove Nastasi.
What? Then what are we waiting for?
Lisa.
Hey, chum, nice meeting you and all, but tell me something. You know how to read or what? He's asking if you are a reader. One who can derive meaning from text. Literacy has been prohibited for centuries. Those with knowledge of the old ways violate the law of the land. What? Yeah. They don't seem like they are hunting outlaws. Yeah, the dog has a stash. Right? And he's got a gold tooth also. Lots of details there. And look in the background here. There's some movement. Yeah, maybe if I deny it, I might just try to not be admitting it. Okay, if you mouse over your options, you get a bit of an explanation how you are remaining silent. But I think I'm a reader. Over time, he managed to learn something of the old ways in spite of Commonwealth decree. You confirm their suspicions. There's no use trying to hide it now. Well then, glory days, because it just so happens my associates and I, we got ourselves some nice material here for someone just like you. Reader, you still live, thanks to us. We ask for something modest in exchange. Open one of those books back there and tell us what it says.
Cogitenta.
Sorry to put you on the spot like this, my friend. The exiles indicate the books in their possession. Let's have a look. An intricate sigil is set in the wagon's floorboards. You cannot sense its purpose. Hungry-looking, odd creatures roost near some sort of attic. There is nothing you can do for them now. Are they book bats? A rickety ladder. It likely leads to the wagon's centrifuge, judging by the gibbering creatures up there. A closed door. The black wagon's common room must be back there, though you do not feel very welcome now. These things here. The old Raymond's colourful robes and ceremonial masks adorn one of the wagon's walls. A lone minstrel sits very still in a corner of the wagon. Now is not the time to check on it. The cobweb wobbles a bit if I mouse over it. Okay, interesting. A strange book, one of several such heavy, ominous volumes. The exiles you met seem very interested in them. You pick up one of the old and heavy volumes, bound in materials you do not recognize. Human skin. Oh no, that's for tomorrow. We're going to have a spooky game marathon tomorrow, not today. Forward. A formal welcome undersigned by the 8 scribes. You, dear reader, are an exile of the downside, such as we, the 8 who wrote the Book of Rites. That you possess it and have capacity to glean its words, is testament enough to your potential. Thus, we reveal a path from this forsaken place to freedom, homecoming in glory. What are those stars? The stars themselves shall be your guide. Can I? Okay. Ere the turning of the year's first solstice, seek the nearest longitude beneath the brightest of 8 as they align as shown. What? The nearest longitude beneath the brightest of 8. Yeah, well, which one's the brightest? Can't tell. Arrive as triumvirates, clad in the raiments of the rites, bearing this book. Oblige the voice that tells you more. Necronomicon tomorrow? Yeah, well, no. Not really, but maybe close. Exclamation mark marathon takes you to a Google document where you can see what we're going to play today and tomorrow. Usually I keep it a secret. This weekend I decided to make it available knowledge. That's an interesting book. The book describes a complicated method through which exiles can return to the Commonwealth. Yes. The words swim through your mind as Hedwyn gets your attention.
Chi sentirna?
Well, friend, what does it say? And then your vision starts to fade and blur, and you feel your body weaken and give out. Whoops.
Reader, dare you tamper with forbidden knowledge? So soon after your sentence into exile. 'Tis true what the book says. You can be free again. Perhaps not you yourself, but someone worthy of the privilege. You witness now the path toward salvation. You witness the rights, the one way to return to glory. Though in your case, I hardly think it possible. Yet, by the grace of the scribes, it is my duty to inform you anyhow.
Non lo sai.
It worked. What worked? So it is true.
Oh man.
Yeah, but what now? And where did the reader go?
Veretusta.
They should be out there still. For now, we have to put our faith in them.
Barosta.
They could abandon us.
Ratanas.
They won't. You look upon the three of them from beyond as Hedwyn then calls out to you. Reader, we aim to free ourselves. Oh, the sound's a bit loud. We will not grow old and die in the downside. And now, I swear to you, when we get out of here, you're going to come with us. But first, we need your help. Show us the way. Freedom. You focus all your mental faculties to do as Hedwyn asks. Flame is loud.
Fine evening, is it not?
Yes.
A celestial orb falls from the heavens when the time is nigh.
Badger, welcome. Use the mouse to approach the celestial orb. Little mouse button indeed.
Exiles conduct the rites as a triumvirate, for they must prove their trust in one another, not just in themselves.
Press the left mouse button to pass the orb, like in... Is this football? Hold the left mouse button, pass to root key. Oh, look at that.
The three must act as one.
Only one exile can move at a time. Hold shift to sprint. Your exile's abilities are shown here. What? There's also a 100 over here. I'm not sure what that is. Sprint until stamina deleted. Where's he going?
Now plunge into the pyre with the orb and be purified. Yes, the exiled rookie has the way of it. Whoever steps into the flame is banished, for a time.
Oh no.
His or her cohorts must make do on their own. Oh, but it is not so simple. In the rites, you shall face adversaries whose own freedom is at stake. Beware the aura that surrounds them, as they shall beware yours.
Oh.
The aura is your wrongdoing. Accept it as a part of you.
This is a rather abstract way to introduce football.
Cast your aura like a stone.
Oh.
Go on. Correctly done. Again. Just so. A glorious performance, I admit.
I'm very confused.
More than I expected from the likes of you.
I forgot the timer.
Grasp the orb once more.
Maximum until 7. I forgot to set the time. I'm so sorry. I always forget that. Let's see if I can get it done with just the mouse. Maximum until 7, right? So let's like so, and then I would do this, and then I would do this, and then I would do this. Ah! Oh, but that's just a 45 minutes timer. Maximum 43. Okay, now we got it. The timer is going 1 hour per game maximum. I forgot to set that up. Sorry. Take back the orb.
The orb absorbs the aura. Then the orb quenches the flame. Now I say
Leap.
jump. Leap with all your strength. Not quite.
Oh, but I followed the shadow thing.
Thus sails the orb into the waiting flame.
Okay, so the flame is how many points I have.
Snuff out the adversary's pyre whilst yours yet burns.
They are weird. How do I...
Out with Ruki.
This character can fling the orb.
Pyre sputters.
Nailed it. This is weird.
An opportunity.
Oh, that was not clever. Here, stop it. How do I switch between characters? Try jumping
The orb, take it.
with space.
Their pyre weakens.
Is the game too loud? It's rather loud, isn't it? I don't really know why. Audio is being weird in this.
Seize the orb.
Fine.
The fire of resolve. Banishment.
Oh, the left mouse button switch is the
The orb
Oh,
slipped from your
I tried.
clutches.
Whee! Whee!
The
This is a
night
weird strategy game.
is complete.
Sort of thing.
There, dear reader. Now you understand.
No.
Or do you?
Yeah, exactly.
This was but a glimpse of that which lies ahead. I would tell you to turn back, cast down your hope. But all those such as you never listen.
Brilliant voice over. The others are still picking themselves up as you awaken. Now I'm sitting in the middle of the text, huh? Now this is confusing. Well, that was something.
No mine or us.
That was our way out.
Sundaše milo.
So now we just follow the stars or what?
Torthoste.
Supposedly. Reader, come, let us regard the night. What does that mean? Food? The Dario leads you outside where a clear night sky awaits.
Solishemta.
Now, show us before the howlers catch our scent. Where shall the rites commence? An ancient ritual competition through which the worthiest exiles regain their freedom. The 8 scribes gave their freedom so that we may yet have ours. Prayer from the Book of Rites. Okay. You gaze at the stars and seek out your destination. Ooh, pretty. Oh, it follows the mouse. Scorpus, the olden star. It's a bit artsy-fartsy, isn't it? Caprias, the olden star. Are ambitious and disconnected. Seek knowledge and new experiences. Hey, that's me. Geminian, the olden star. Star of the first empress. Ball. Oh, I can't get to that. The South Star burns bright over a massive ridge of stone much farther than the naked eye can see. Okay. Aye. 200 leagues due east, the ridge of Gaul. According to the stars, the next rite shall soon commence here. The fossils remains what? The fossil remains of the serpent titan slain by Gaul Golathanian yet loom over those living in its shadow.
Consilia.
Great. And we're supposed to be there when exactly? Very soon, according to the stars. You should be able to arrive in time if you make haste.
Indaratarios.
Then we had best get started. Well, this ought to be good for a few laughs at least. What do you say, Jodie? Don't call her Jodie, she's grumpy. So Dario turns to you, studying you. Reader, do not deceive us. Pray we make good use of our remaining time.
Bravo sta frate.
What she means is glad to have you aboard, chum.
Kereamios.
Uh-huh. We're counting on you, my friend. See you inside. Freedom. The rights are the key. It is a lot to take in. I would agree, absolutely. Your fellow exiles await you in the wagon. Join them. Off we go. Doo-doo. Choo-choo-choo-choo. Yeah. This is a weird game. Downside Prairie. You arrive in Downside Prairie, one of the Downside's only verdant regions. It only gets less hospitable as you press further north. Where the road ahead is forked, there is a lack of consensus about which way to proceed. I'm telling you, we ought to take the northern pass. Got an associate hold up in Hollow Route. I've got to pay a visit to, besides. Hollow Route is the northern route to the Ridge of Gaul. Goes what? The northern route to the Ridge of Gold goes through a small exile encampment. Every so often tempests come and scour away the huts and hovels, but they always crop back up. That is such a weird game. Really. Can't even place my camera anywhere. Spy on your associate. Best we head to Blooming Pool and avoid attention. The southern route to the Ridge of Gold goes through a humid area pocked with hot springs. Runoff from the sandfolds means no bathing in the springs, so they're just there to mock you. I'm not a big fan of games that throw a lot of words and stuff at you and expect you to make an atmosphere out of it. Not the biggest fan of that. Get stuck in a bog. The dispute continues as Hedwyn listens for a while. What if the reader settled this? They mark the way, we get us there. If these rites are meant to test our faith, then we best learn to trust the reader's instincts on our path. No second guessing them along the way. Can we all live with that for now? Yeah, sure. If necessary. And it's settled. Just point the way, my friend. The stars guide us through you. May now choose a route toward your goal at certain junctures. Weigh the options. Rare flora. Someone who owes him. I'm not going to pick flowers with a horned grumpy lady. Nope, not gonna do it. So is this a very fancy way of letting me choose which direction we go? That's it? As you pass through the squalid little area, you hear boisterous voices coming from what looks to be a public house. Ricky stumbles forth from it, holding something in his paws. Oh, hey chum, just wrapping up a real important exchange back there. Hang on to this for me, will you? We'll have to drop it off if we head further north. A plain parcel. Smuggling, are we? We are smuggling. And these are the remains of the... whatever it was. The black wagon grinds to a stop at the base of the Ridge of Gold. Yeah, the Serpent Titan. The others ask you to assist with making preparations for nightfall and the commencement of the rite. Commence the rite. A page revealed. You prove what? Your roving makeshift home in the downside. Now we can check inside. And there are things we can click on. Bodhi's throw rug. Fashioned from howler's hide. Sends their ilk clear message. The Dariel says not to step on it. Hedwyn's cooking tins. Or passes for cooking supplies in the downside. Hedwyn does most of the cooking. Oh, there's one of those. A drive imp. Creatures such as this must have been bred to push the black wagon along. What? They are driving the thing? A Greentail family portrait. A reasonable likeness of a younger rookie with his mother and uncle. So I can click on these things, but it's not doing anything. Browse revealed pages. You know perhaps the thrice cursed name of Soliam Mur, the Emperor of Sar, the first exile, and my liege. This chapter concerns him and those who found him in the downside. Each of us was sent to take his life, such was the hatred for him in and around his country. Yet we found in Soliam Mur a man transformed in body, mind, and spirit. A man deserving of much more than mercy. In time, he named us all his scribes, and he became the 8th. It is my greatest honor now to share with you his deeds. To know his story is to know the rites. Okay. But just to pop up here for a minute, it's still soccer slash football. It's football, isn't it? Fancy football with artsy-fartsy stuff in between. This is so odd. Commence. Oh yeah, I'm in the way again. As darkness falls, your fellow exiles stand together, clad in the raiments of the rites. The preparations are set. However, everything is still and calm. Soon, they grow restless. Keep telling you there's nothing here. What a bunch of idiots we are. If we traveled all this way for nothing. I don't think we did. Look up. Whoosh. The goal of each rite is to extinguish the adversary's pyre using the celestial orb that falls from the sky.
Freedom! The stars
Fancy
align
soccer.
at last. You reach the Ridge of Goal at the appointed time, and your triumvirate is ready. Your adversaries in the rites this eve shall be the Accusers. Whose ever pyre yet burns once the other is extinguished shall step closer to freedom. Now let the rites commence.
Different setup of the troop. 3 jumpers, I think. The stars are aligned and your pyre burns bright. Across from your companions appear several others also clad in raiments, your adversaries in the rites. Everyone ready? Hope so. Be still, we have a visitor. The one whom she refers to steps forward. At last, the Night Wings grace us with their presence. The name of a triumvirate in blue, it seems your fellow exiles have assumed their identity. I see that the reports of your demise have been exaggerated after all. Even I was beginning to think you were gone for good. Nobody moves save for the man robed in gold who unfastens his mask. Surprised to see old Dendel again? I trust you remember my face, though you must have assumed never to see it again after last time. Never had I come so close to freedom only for you to dash my hopes. Now, I and the accusers, it is the accusers and I, you ruffian, shall repay that affront. He shoves his mask back on and takes position with his comrades. It is time! From the shadows you clutch the Book of Rites and focus on the task at hand. Yeah. Now there's the orb. There's me.
Begin.
Pick it up.
Beware
Give it here.
the adversary's aura.
Oh. Ah. Nearly.
That one almost got through.
Right, if I click. She can also sprint. I thought only the little doggy could sprint.
You? That's it.
You can also fling the ball. Ah, what's a catch? Come here. Oh! I thought I'd jump.
Now take
Oh,
it.
this one doesn't sprint, this one rushes.
Ah, a daring display. Flinging the orb into the flames like that. You
totally.
elude banishment using such tricks.
No, I shall not accept defeat from you again, and now I will cheat. Stand your ground, let your aura spoil.
It seems that you have flustered the accusers.
We're getting there, but they've hunkered down. Fine, then we shall disrupt their formation.
Have you any
Yeah.
idea what that Lendl did to deserve his exile?
So, this still tutorial stuff? Last time I flung it, it was doing 30 damage to the Pyre.
Beauteous.
20.
No more than a lick of flame remains.
Thanks, Crypta. Oh, pick it up.
Ta-ta, Lendl.
Ah, nearly made it.
And it is done.
Slowly with the big one.
You have prevailed. Rejoice then in your single fleeting victory.
This is a very, very odd game.
Guron Salashe.
It's especially hard to stream because there's no viable camera position. Your deceit may have earned you a hollow victory, but know this. The accusers will not forget your wickedness, and next we meet, we will rue that day.
Bask now in the wisdom of the scribes. The exiled Jodariel has gained enlightenment. Only the enlightened can
I already
regain
stopped
their
caring
freedom.
about the whole voice acting, story, delivery, and dialogue. That is very slowly delivered. That's a waste. Choose a mastery. Press shift to rush during a ride. Interact to make Jodariel gain this mastery. Double rush. But she can't jump, can she?
The demon scribe bestows his favor.
Hey Emre, welcome. Weakness, hope, presence, and glory are the attributes. Matches played. Blah blah. Now, the longer you charge, the more pyre damage you deal if the orb flies. True. Okay, I think I'm done with this.
Deliosta.
Consilta vidi.
Consilta video. Ligeratus. Qui sentirna. Som terras. Kira facitas. Peleo santa.
Sima qua grec.
Certavas.
Guron Salashe.
Gratiam.
I'm just checking if there's something else going on, but I don't think there is. Why would you put that much story and world building into a game that's about shooting gold?
Na tempra varen.
Donizaru Mansa?
Just because nobody has done it before?
Sna.
Ashe Kalio.
Valda.
Dolorantas.
Mara Teliosin.
Destacare.
Nomen caro.
Se fare
In verita.
Sertabas.
Fare graste tam.
Irena.
Irena.
Vistalia.
Yeah, okay. So that's Pyre. Really not my kind of thing. I'm so sorry, but that's just gonna annoy me to bits. It's not a bad game. But the fact that I know what's coming next and I have to wait through a dialogue that's not connected at all, because you can't connect dialogue to playing football. It doesn't work for me. I would just click through all the things to get to the next match, which might be fun to play, but I'd rather have the fun to play match and then read a book over what Pyre offers.